One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
This should be fun. Let's get aggressive early on.
NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Hauls it in. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
With the catch, it's Sullivan. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's gone. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. So NC State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position. When you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go back to the ground. Turning it on. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen.
Just run through the hole, man.
Run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Pushes it for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Go, good shit.
Could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Rushes on him. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
It's a reverse. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Can't run that no more.
Done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
The RPO, it's complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially.
Those fucking TV just went black.
3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
It's too much time, bro.
He's still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Now, what a great 2nd effort by the receiver. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein.
Yeah. Shit.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. The 20, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That's it, bro.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely difficult.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Unloads to the right. Snagged in the middle, it's Solomon. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Shit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Oh, no, turn around. You got to tackle him.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here.
Oh, that's where the blitz came from.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on first and 10. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The hand to the running back.
Yeah.
And he never just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Offense facing 4th down.
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today.
That's not the play I picked. That's not the play I picked. We're not doing that.
Gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll immediately call timeout. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
That's an accurate ball.
Tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down. Open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers. And now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Yeah, catch the ball, bro.
Comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Caught close to the marker, it's Allen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Caught behind the line. It's Allen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated too because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Holstein. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose.
Let's go.
And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, NC State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you
Let's
get to
go.
celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas.
They're doing a good job attacking him today.
35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the air, it's Holstein. Immediately fires to the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Snags it over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
This offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down.
Oh, yeah. Somebody got to get to the ball, bro.
The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one.
Get to the ball, man. What the fuck?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little.
They're not going to be able to get the niggas on the field. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And how can we begin our
finish these games
without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys.
Good return, Bridgewater. All that speed.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he's going to try to return this one.
We about to take that one back.
Never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Leaves it with the running back.
Man, the nigga was blitzing off that. I should have stayed to that other side.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Come on, man.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
He having a game of his life.
We always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Get you some totes, young man. It's your show next year anyway.
We'll have 1st and 10.
Show this nigga going pro.
Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire.
Oh, you are balling today.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Quarterback keeper.
You were faster. That's a touchdown.
And no farther. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
What?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Pressure coming.
Threw it. Threw the ball, bro.
The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going
Turn around, son. What you doing? Threw a pick right to you.
This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
We don't trust you niggas.
First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
I don't have time for nobody getting hurt. We're not a good enough team to be missing dudes like you, brother. We'll put you back in once you handle your business. I'll get you in there.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do.
I took this nigga out the game, bro.
It's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Bailey. It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He's looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To throw, it's Holstein. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back.
I took this nigga out the game, bro.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. Turns it on at midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Hands it off. And he he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Snags a quick pass on the left. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Bringing the heat. Got his man. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air on 1st down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Jackson will throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On the run, it's Allen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I didn't think he was going to help the nigga.
And I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game. But I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire.
Why would you stand there, eh?
Touchdown, Pitt.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing is
too many points, bro.
They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on. And this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. On the option. Now the pitch. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
They don't want to see you getting no yards, youngster.
And they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He slings it deep to the left. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And that is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gives it on the option.
Oh, come on, bro.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success
trying their best to get these
the
niggas
staff
hurt.
never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They'll give it to the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Jackson will throw. Looking for the score. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
It's caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the
just trying to try some shit in that formation.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's Allen. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit.
Ball is loose.
Oh, yeah, good shit, folks.
And not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Good dog.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.